Hello, teacher. Good evening.
Hi Daniel, good evening. How are you doing?
Everything great. How's you doing?
Also doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. So as you remember, last class we had this homework. I'm not sure if you could finish.
Oh, I couldn't finish. Also, it was a very difficult video.
Yeah,
It was a video game, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, the story was very hard to follow.
Okay, okay. No worries. Maybe you can try to work on this just to practice of
Sure,
class because mostly the information is related to practice listening, no? So,
sure.
all right. So, should we wait a little bit for Larissa? What do you think?
Let me write her.
Okay.
Yeah, she's saying that her internet is pretty slow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah, maybe she will join us in some minutes.
All right. That's fine. So, we're going to start with this class with a little game to practice a little bit of speaking and to see the topic. Okay. So, we're gonna have some questions. Well, it's not. Well, yes, it's a question. No, they are telling us to name things. So if you don't know anything, you can look it up. So, for example, the first one goes name a mountain which is in Asia. So I am honestly I have no clue. So I'm going to look it up. So it's saying name a mountain. Mountain
Mm,
Asia. Do you have any?
yeah, I'm trying to remember. But there is a common mountain in Asia, like
There is a movie.
Mm.
Remember?
the Everest. Wow, why we
Yeah.
could don't remember this.
Yeah. All right. Great. So as you see, it's quite easy. If you don't know the answer, we can look it up really quick. All right. So it's just to name different things. Okay. To try to pay attention to the sentence. If you don't understand, we will try to explain a little bit. Okay.
All right.
Hi, Larissa. Welcome.
Hello, teacher.
Hi. How are you doing? I'm glad you could join us. All right. So the game today is to name some things. So whatever we get, we're gonna try to answer. If you don't have the answer, you can look it up online really quick, okay? So this question is for Daniel. Could you read it, please?
Name an animal which has got no legs. Mm,
Mhm. Any animal.
yeah, it could be a fish or what else? Yeah, I remember the fish one.
Yeah, that's good. I was thinking about a snake, maybe. I don't think it's considered a leg, right? It's just the tail, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Larissa, your turn. Let's take a look. You have to name. Okay. Could you read it, please?
Name a celebrity who is under 30 years old. Uh,
Any famous person.
under is mayor.
Yes,
Hello.
exactly. Under 30. So I think
Will
it
Smith.
might not be. Oh, sorry.
Will Smith.
Oh, okay. I think Will Smith is older. He might be maybe 40. I'm not sure, but I don't think he's under. Under is like.
Ah,
No?
cerquita, ahí.
Por debajo.
Uh, yes, exactly.
Por
So
debajo,
until
okay.
29. Until 29. I think Will Smith. Let's see how old
Yes,
is.
I think it's
That's 63 years old. Wow, he's old. All right, that is. So let's think of any celebrity, famous person.
yes, I don't know.
A singer, maybe.
Yeah, it
There's a
could be a
lot.
singer or an actress.
I don't know. Miley Cyrus. I'm not sure it's under 30.
She's probably Miley Cyrus age.
29.
Yes, right there. All right, great. Let's go to the next one. All right, Daniel. Let's see. You have to name. All right.
Okay, name a country which is in South America. I will say Peru.
Okay, great. Let's see the next. Larissa, now is your turn. And please let me know if you can't hear me very well to see if I can fix it. Okay, Larissa, your turn, please. Can you read it?
Name a person who belongs to a club or an organization.
What do you think of? When I think club, I think of maybe the country club, an organization, even the government. It's an organization, no? Someone in politics,
Could be a sport
maybe.
player.
Oh, what? Sorry?
Could be a sport player. I mean, from a soccer team.
Yes, totally.
Okay.
It's part.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, yeah, he's part of that soccer team. No, what play? What games? Sorry, what team does he play for? Do you know, guys?
Do you know Larissa? He's playing for Manchester United
Okay,
in
I have
England.
no. Well, great job, guys. All right, let's take a look to the next one. Daniel, your turn, please.
Okay. Name a place where you must be quiet. A place. It could be the library, but I don't remember if I went to a library here in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, never?
Could be the library from school.
Yeah, you're correct.
So, oh, the church. Is it correct?
Yes,
Church.
but I will say Catholic Church.
Yeah,
They
because
ask.
in the other types, the people must sing some songs,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
They sing, they talk. No, it's not as formal. I think Catholic Church, they kind of like ask you not to stay quiet. All
Yeah.
right, great. Let's see the next one. Oh, Larissa, your internet's a little bit slow, I think. All right, let's take a look to the next one. That's your turn, Larissa.
Name a person who has been a politician
Correct.
for many years now.
Mhm. What do you think?
For many years now. Or in our country.
or any
Evo
other
Morales.
country. Yeah, yeah. Evo Morales, right? Even when he's not our president anymore, he is still a politician. Great. I was thinking the same, actually. All right, Daniel, your turn.
Okay. Mm, okay. Name a thing helps us move from one place to another. Yeah, it could be the car, the motorcycle, the bike.
All right. So when you read this sentence, do you think it's correct or it's missing something?
Name a thing that help us.
Correct. That's missing, huh? That help us.
That sounds
Yes,
better.
right? All right, so that's the importance of this first word that we're going to see in a second. All right, great job. Let's see a next question for Larissa. Let's see what you got. All right, the green one.
Name a place where you would like to live in the future.
Mhm. Any place, it could be a country or a city. That's a place, no? Any place. Or
I
it could
don't
be
know. I would
mountain.
like live in. I'm not sure.
Where would you like to live?
In the USA.
All right, great. So that's a place, right? It's just a lugar. That's place. Very good. So how will you answer this question, Daniel?
Mm, I would like to live in, in New Zealand.
New Zealand. All right. Do you have? Do you guys have any particular place in mind? For example, I don't know. Would you like to live maybe in a big house or maybe an apartment? Maybe somewhere in the countryside or maybe in the city. Do you have anything in mind?
I would like to live in the countryside because in the city is very noisy.
Yeah.
And as I saw the countryside from for this kind of countries
Mhm.
is more green and they have big spaces for I don't know, wild dogs and something like that.
Yeah. So
So
you have more space, no?
yeah,
So green, no more green, greener.
greener. Okay.
Great. All right. What about you, Laris? What type of play? In what type of place would you like to live? What type of house or apartment?
Mm,
A big
yes,
house,
a
a
big
small
house
house.
near the city and near the country.
Excellent. Like in the middle.
Yes.
Okay, great. That's a good uh, option because you're in the middle, right? It's not too far from anywhere to maybe take a ride or something, and it's not far from the city. That's awesome. All right, great. Next one, guys. Okay, believe it's your turn, Daniel.
Okay, name a person who always wears black clothes. Yeah, that's my how can I say this? It could be myself because I
Oh,
like to
really?
wear. black clothes. And my family could be my mother. Yeah,
Right.
but
What about
my
oh,
oh,
sorry.
sorry. Yeah, but my
That's fine.
grandmother hates this color in clothes.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know. Sees when she sees me is correct or seen me.
No,
When you
just
s-
see.
when she
Oh,
see
sorry. She maybe she looks like you I'm wearing black. See, no, I don't think sounds
correct, right?
correct.
Okay, when she looks me when I'm wearing black clothes, yeah, she is some like annoying for her. I don't know why.
But yeah, sometimes old people think it's a sad color. I think my mom was the same. She didn't like black. Now it's like no, wear something that has happy
Yeah,
color. Right? Do you agree, Larissa? That Daniel wears black clothes all the time? Like most of the time,
Yes,
maybe?
is her his favorite color, I think.
Oh, great. All right. Let's see the next one, guys. All right, Larissa, your turn, please.
Name a thing which you use to eat with.
Mhm.
Ah, I don't remember how I say.
What's the word?
Tenedor o
Uh,
cubierto.
tenedor is fork. Like that.
Fork.
Fork. Spoon
So,
or
Chara.
yeah.
cuchara.
Mhm.
Y el cuchillo es nice.
Knife. Yes. Great. All right. So we have three things there. Some people will say their hands. They use their hands to eat. All right. Let's see the next one. Daniel, your turn.
Okay. Named a plant which grows in Poland.
Interesting.
Oh,
You can look it up.
Poland. Mm,
Oops, sorry. Let me think.
would
Poland.
be. Mm, well, there is no information.
Oh, really?
He- Here is in saying that the Polish larch, like Larix polonica, grows throughout the country, making it just one of around 15 species endemic. No, this
Interesting.
is, but another one is ornamental. No, there is no much information.
Um, apparently, the national flower. I'm going to show you, okay, guys. It's always good to learn new things. The national flower of Poland is the corn poppy or
Oh,
Papaver. All right. So we're not going to look into that, but interesting. All right. Okay, thank you very much, Daniel. Laris, that's your question.
Name an animal which has wings.
Mhm,
A bird.
mhm. Can you think
Um,
of any specific bird? Can you think of any specific bird? For example, in Spanish, I would say loro or something like that.
I don't know how it's saying in English. Loro.
The falcon.
Sorry?
The falcon could be.
Yeah, that's another bird. No? Could be even. Is chicken a bird? Yes, no?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Or maybe, yeah, no. All right, thanks. Okay, Daniel, next one for you.
Name a musical instrument which has strings. Strings, like say the notes, the chords.
The little things, for example, in a guitar, little things.
Okay, got it. Could be a guitar, could be the violin is the right way to say.
Violin.
The violin.
Yes. Excellent. Great. All right, thank you very much. Larissa, your turn.
Name food which is typical for the UK.
Mhm.
I don't know.
UK. Maybe it's not food, no, that's not a correct answer, but I think their tea is very typical, no? British tea.
Fish. The internet say fish.
And chips.
What type of just fish?
Fish and chips.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting, actually. But the tea is very typical. I'm going to share this. You have to try it. I had a friend um, at a school that I used to work, and she brought this tea. Is Earl Grey. It's very dark, and the bag is actually big, so it's very dark, really dark. And they take their tea really hot. They put the bag, and then they pour some milk, and then just a little bit of sugar. And they like to eat it with little. Um, it's not like crackers. It's not cookies, but they're like special type of cookies. It was very tasty. You have to try, guys. Tea with milk. Very tasty. All right, let's continue. Next, I believe this is Daniel's turn. All right, we'll have some more, guys. Then we will explain today's topic, which is quite easy to be
Name a holiday when kids get presents.
honest.
Um, yeah, it could be the Day of Kids. I don't know if that exists in the world, but here in Bolivia we have the Kids Day. That is
Forgive.
on March 14, I guess, or
Isn't it
12,
April?
or April 14 or 12.
Yes,
I don't
I
remember.
believe it's the 12th.
12, right?
April 12th. Yes, that's correct. Great. Maybe the correct translation will be maybe Children's Day. I'm not sure, but anyways,
Okay,
I don't think they have that in other countries. Probably
yeah.
not. All right. Great. Thank you very much. Larissa, your turn, please.
Name a city which is in Europe. Can be Rome.
Okay, great.
How I say Roma? Is
That's
Rome?
correct. Rome. That's correct. Great. Excellent. Daniel, your turn, please.
Name a holiday when kids dress up. Okay, I will say Halloween.
Yes, correct. I was thinking the same. All right, let's see the next one. Larissa, your turn.
Name an event which changed the world.
Invent. What do you think?
The pandemic.
Yes, yes, totally. All right, let's see Daniel's turn. Thank you, guys. Great, you're doing great.
Name a place where people mustn't smoke.
So must not.
Mm,
Do you know this word? Must or must?
must is like the mandatory way, but in this case, it's the opposite.
Excellent. Yes. So they mustn't smoke.
I don't remember if there is a country that they mustn't smoke,
But
but a place could be the airport or I don't know, some restaurants,
mhm.
but a country, if you want, I can search.
I think when it says place, it was being maybe more specific with a small place. Maybe like the when you are traveling, you're in an airplane, you cannot smoke, right? I think it was more like that. It wasn't really like a
Oh,
city.
okay.
It was a little bit smaller. Okay, thank you very
Okay.
much. Larissa, your turn, please.
Name an object which is made of China.
Oh, it's made. I guess is in China. I don't think of.
I don't know. Mm,
Wow.
how, how I say el abanico?
Fan. The electric fan. You mean
No,
ventilador?
no, el que es el de mano,
Ah,
que,
abanico.
que la China siempre salen los dibujos.
Okay,
But I
let's
think that uh, 7 or 6 things that we have are from China.
probably no. I think
Yeah.
everything is made in
Clo
China.
yeah,
Yeah.
clothes, electronics.
Yeah, probably. But yes, those I guess that's abanico is the same. I don't think there is a translation, honestly. But some people said is hand fan. But I think there is no translation for that word. It's very Latin. Okay. This is Daniel's. Yeah.
Yeah. Name an animal which runs very fast. The leopard.
Oh, right. Okay. That is your turn. We're going to finish in a moment, guys.
Name
Maybe
a
you can think.
person.
Oh, sorry. Maybe you can think here of dollars.
Name a person who earns more than $1,000 per week.
Can you think of anyone? It's a lot, no? 7,000 Bolivians.
I don't know. No, a singer.
He could be. He could be a singer like in another country. I was thinking the president. He probably
Yeah, I
that
was
much.
about to say that the Bolivian politician, they
Yes,
earn money without do nothing.
yes, totally. All right. Or maybe more, maybe even more.
Yeah, a lot more.
Hmm. Okay. Poland.
Uh, Name a river which flows through Poland. Okay. Uh, yeah, is the Wałbrzych bifurcation.
All right.
Yeah, this is just outside the town of Wałbrzych.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, Larissa, your turn, please.
Name a person who can repair things. Mm, repair. Mechanic.
Okay, yes. A mechanic can repair cars.
Cars.
Great.
So, teacher,
Yes, teacher?
regarding this, I have question because
Sure.
I never thought, how can I say, like a plumber is correct,
Oh,
uh,
plumber.
or
It's occupation for someone who works with, I guess, water. Like,
plomero,
yes.
albañil, no sé cómo decir esa cosa.
Oh, occupation. Occupations.
Yes.
Maybe we can introduce that in Friday's class if you want to see a little bit of occupations if you're interested.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll write it 1 second, please, so I don't forget.
Okay. Name a person whose wife, husband, partner is very famous. Mm, I will say Angelina Jolie with
Yes,
Brad Pitt.
yes.
The Kardashian.
Also, but I think one of them is getting um,
Name
divorced.
an,
Okay, sorry. Continue.
name an actor or actress who has played in a Hollywood film.
Mhm. Hollywood film. Think of maybe English or United States actresses or actors.
I don't know.
Mm, an actress or an actor.
Oh, it's my turn.
Excuse me?
Is my turn or not yet?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
It is my turn or not
Yes,
yet?
it's your turn. But we were waiting for Larissa to name maybe a famous actor or actress. Maybe Miley Cyrus. I think she was an actress, no, at some point.
You can remember an actress or an actor?
No, but in Hollywood.
Mm, Usually American actress and actors played in Hollywood films. No, Hollywood is just like I would say just very famous.
I don't know, Brad Pitt, I think.
Yeah,
Mhm.
probably. Daniel, your turn, please.
Okay, name a sport which is not well known in your country. Well known.
Yeah.
Mm,
So that unknown.
could be, if you remember, there is a sport that is played by people up. I don't know how can I say this, but people in horses,
Oh,
horses
with a
with
pole, right?
something. Yeah, Polo is the name, right?
I believe so. It should be Polo.
But
Let's
yeah, here is not common to
not
play
at all,
this.
right? Yes, it's Polo. You're correct. Yeah, I think it's because it's a little bit more. How can you say this? It's usually seen as some sport for maybe rich people or like I don't know, maybe more private. I don't know because you need horses, and horses maybe is not something that everyone can access. No.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct.
Okay, and the last one. Let's see. That is your turn, but it's upside down. Oh no, we don't have more. All right. Okay, guys, thank you very much. So as you've seen this exercise, I'm gonna run a game. Most of this, all of the sentences were used with, let me refresh, with some words which are called relative pronouns. So we're going to see two. All right, we've seen a lot of questions with that, who, where, etc. Which, no, I remember. So we're going to see that, okay? So, okay, we're going to see this game. To see two. Okay, we're going to see two today. So please join me here. I'm copy and pasting the link. 1 second, you can just access through the link. No? Okay, thank you very much. All right. Let's start, guys. Okay, this is a short game, so let's take a look. All right, let's try to fill in the blank spaces. People who are that live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. All right. Larissa, could you read this sentence, please?
People who live in glass house shouldn't throw stones.
Shouldn't throw stones. Very good. Let's see the next. Great job, guys. Next.
Teacher, the meaning for that is no deberían tirar piedra.
Exactly. Don't throw the car. Okay, this is book. Warden on who or that. Great. Very good. Daniel, let's read it, please.
Okay, Golden Pond that was written in the mid 18th
Correct.
is popular book among romantic Americans.
Excellent. Great job. All right. The information is related with the book, no? Okay, next one, please. All right, great. Larissa, let's read this one, please.
She prefers to watch movies that make her cry.
All right, very good. Let's see the next one, guys. Great job. Okay. Who or that? All right. Great. Daniel, let's read this one, please.
He bought all the books that are required for the course.
Excellent. Required for the course. Great job. Next. Great. All right, Larissa, please read it.
In the crowd were several recruits who are considered excellent prospects for the team.
Excellent. In the crowd, no, in the picture, there was a lot of people, right? Like in a stadium. So that's the crowd, like all the people, like all the people together, no? And the recruits, it's people that go and look and try to see, if there some of the players are doing a great job and they want them for their team. It's like maybe they are important people, that is in the position to maybe pay players to invite them to their club, no? And well, the same word is in Spanish, right? And prospects is the same, right? Considered same. That's the good thing about English and Spanish. When you have very technical words in English, it's easy for us as Spanish speakers to recognize them because they're very similar to Spanish. So that's a plus. Okay, guys, let's continue. Please let me know if you don't understand anything. Okay, two left. Great job. Daniel, could you read this one, please?
The police were able to find evidence against her that surprised no one who knows her well.
Do you understand these two sentences?
I can try. La policía pudo encontrar. Oh, la policía pudo encontrar ninguna evidencia en contra de ella, pero raro, ¿no? Que diga were able y no weren't able to find evidence against her.
It's because we have a negative. They were able to find no evidence. So they could not find evidence. It's a weird way to speak with negatives.
It's weird for me, but eso no sorprendió a los que realmente la conocían bien.
Yes. So it's two different sentences, and they are we are connecting both with a comma, and also that is helping us to make a connection between the two sentences. No, it's a little bit more advanced, I will say, but the point here is to try to understand and choose either who or that in different situations, no? Because that's today's topic.
Okay.
Next one, guys. Predictable. All right, great. Larissa, could you read this one, please?
Predictable. Predictable. The students who did best were not the ones who stayed up all night studying.
Excellent. Predictable. Do you understand this word? Predictable. It sounds like it's sure, right? Predictable. Like as we knew, the students who did best were not the ones who stayed up all night studying. No? Maybe because it was a test not related with maybe learning or memorizing something, but maybe doing something, no, with their hands probably. But predictable is a word that is saying like obviously, something like that. No, obvious. All right, next one. Okay, last one. Great. All right. Daniel, could you read it, please?
She's the one who I love.
Great. All right. So you probably recognize already the rule because you answer all of the answers correct, but I'm going to explain this anyways. All right. So Daniel was second and Larissa, great job. Okay. Very good job. All right. So let me explain this topic. It's a very easy topic. However, I'm gonna try to mix it up a little bit so you can try to recognize with other relative pronouns which are quite easy to recognize too. Okay, so this topic it's used for what? Now these relative pronouns, as we've seen already, are who, that, or in the previous speaking exercise we've seen some other where, when, why, etc. Okay, so these subjects, relative subject or pronouns, are used to give more information about people, places, or things. Okay, so this, could you read, Larissa, these two examples, please?
I have a friend who comes from Japan. Japan is a country that has an interesting history.
Excellent, thank you very much. So in the first sentence, Larissa, what's the subject? Who is the subject in this first sentence? I have a friend who comes from Japan. Who's the subject?
A friend.
Okay, yes, correct. Because they're talking about their friend, no? And then we're using who. So friend, it could be a person, right? We have three situations where I can use this topic, no? For that, with people, places, and things, it says, no? In the second sentence, what is the subject, Daniel? What, who or what they are talking about?
Japan.
Japan, right. So in this second sentence, they're talking about a country, no? So because it's a place, we're using that in the next sentence, okay? So recognize these two differences so far. Let me erase this, guys, just a second. All right, let's continue. All right, so usually these classes, when we are using who, that, etc., help us to make two sentences into one. Let's see an example. So here I can have two sentences. I have a friend. No, and then second sentence, I can say he comes from Japan. So instead of saying two different sentences, maybe divided with a comma or a period, I can put the two sentences together. No, I have a friend who comes from Japan. So I'm putting two sentences into one sentence. No, because I have two different ideas that I'm putting together with the help of who. In the second example is the same. No, I have Japan is a country, and then I have another sentence which says it's an interest. Oh, it has. Sorry, it has an interesting history. So instead of saying two different sentences, as Japan is a country or Japan has interesting history, no, I can put it together with the help of that. Japan is a country that has an interesting history. So two sentences into one. Right? Any questions so far, guys? All right, great. Let me erase this. 1 second. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So these classes, when I'm putting two ideas into one, are you don't need to remember these names. This is just grammar, no? They're called these relative clauses. And these pronouns, who and that, no, relative pronouns, help us to do this. No? So we're seeing two so far, who and that. Okay, so these who and this that help us to put these two ideas together. However, the rule tells us that who and that help us with people. All right, let's see. Larissa, could you read all the sentences, please?
Amy is a student. She is studying English. Amy is a student who is studying English. Amy is a student that is studying English.
Excellent, thank you very much. So when you're talking about people, you can use both. You can use either who or that. No, because in both examples, they're talking about a person, which is Amy, right? So that's the first rule, all right? Who and that help us with both. Oh, sorry, both help us with people, no? Who and that with people. And this who and that is replacing Amy, right? Amy is a student. Amy is studying English, right? I'm saying who is replacing Amy. That is also replacing Amy, no? Amy is a student. Amy is studying English, same, right? So any questions so far, guys? Who and that help us with people? All right, next rule. That help us with places, things, places or things. Let's see some examples. Daniel, could you read these two examples, please?
Marshmallows is a movie. It is really funny. Marshmallows is a movie that is really funny.
Excellent. So here I'm talking about movie, right? What's a movie? It's a thing. So I use that. Now the rule tells us that that is used for places or things, but not people. All right. When you have the opportunity to choose one or another, no? Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sometimes this gets slow. Okay, Larissa, could you read these two examples, these other sentences, please?
This is a sushi bar. It's always crowded. This is a sushi bar that is always crowded.
Same thing, right? Thank you very much, Larissa. So here is putting the both ideas together. So it's a helper to put both ideas together. However, remember that it's used to for places or things. Okay. Next. And they have just one form. So it doesn't matter if they're talking about women or men, singular or plural nouns, it's always the same. Larissa, could you read, sorry, Daniel, could you read this, all of these sentences, please? Thank you.
Sure. Amy is a student who studies every day. Jean is a student who doesn't study every day. Joko and Jose are students who don't study at all.
Excellent, great. So thank you very much. So Amy is singular, it's a female, and we're using who, no? Jean female, still who, right? Obviously the rule, depending of the tense, it's going to remind how it is, no? If this is a present simple, the auxiliary has to be there, no? Yo con Jose, plural, right? Obviously, plural. And still, who is still the same, right? So it doesn't change. It's always the same, no? It doesn't change. And even if it's negative or affirmative, no, it's always the same. Any questions? Please let me know. And the verb in the relative clause is singular when the subject goes in a singular. No, the only thing that gets affected by singular or plural is the verb, but not the pronoun clause. No. Larissa, could you read these two examples, please?
Emily is a teacher who loves to teach online. Emily and Professor Brown are teachers who love to teach online.
Excellent. So the only thing that changes depending of the pronoun we're using, it's going to be related with the verb, no, or maybe the auxiliary, but the pronoun, the relative pronoun, it's the same. Now here is just changing because it's a she, right? Then we have the rule for s. Here is plural. We don't have the rule for s, no, in the verb. But the relative pronoun is the same, right? It doesn't change. It's not whose or whom or anything like that. No, it's just who. All right. It's also here. It's just changing the verb. Okay. Any questions, guys?
No, teacher. It's
All right.
clear.
So it's a very easy topic. We're gonna practice in a second, but we're going to mix it up a little bit. And oh no, sorry, this is another topic. All right. So, all right. Let's see one exercise. Let me share it with you guys. Okay, so in this one, we're going to see three. Okay, there are many relative pronouns, many, but we're going to try to add more and more each time. Okay, so you can recognize the difference. So here we're going to see which, who, and that. All right. So we've seen that who it's used for both, right? But most of the time with people. No, that it's used with objects and which, sorry, it's a typo, with people. No? So we're going to answer or choose here between one or another. All right. And also here. So here we are going to try to organize the sentences dragging. No? So that's so far. All right. So any questions, guys? Maybe Larissa, you can share this exercise. Please let me know. Let's stop sharing mine. All right, thank you very much.
I start?
Yes, please.
Okay. Her parents are people who are very energetic.
All right.
Was mute. They took a vacation, which was very adventurous.
Excellent. Very good.
Daniel has a brother um, who is pretty rebellious.
Rebellious. Do you know the meaning of rebellious?
No, teacher.
It's like rebel or maybe wild. Maybe doesn't follow the rules. That's rebellious.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
She has a sister who is sensitive and quiet.
Excellent.
That
No, who?
Your sister has a job that is difficult.
So in this exercise, we just choose between who or which.
Okay. Sorry.
That's fine. All
Which is difficult.
right. Number 7.
She works in an office which is often busy.
Great.
Danielle has a lot of friends who enjoy coming to her house.
Excellent. Very good job, guys. All right. So in the next exercise, we have to drag. No? We have to click on the words and try to make sentences. So maybe you can start, Larissa, please.
Leah and Omar have a house which is near the ocean.
Great.
Okay. Leah is someone who loves the ocean.
But Omar is the kind of person who doesn't like the water.
They have a boat which he never uses.
Leah and Omar are people who don't always do things together.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Burak.
We have to choose between one of the correct answers. So Barak has imaginative ideas. So which one is correct? A or B? Which are useful for his job to complete the idea, or who is also logical?
Yes. Which are useful for his job.
All right, great.
My parents are energetic people which like adventure.
Could be. Number 3.
Penelope is a person who sings really well.
Be smart is a new smartphone um, which I have to have.
Chicago is a city that gets a lot of snow.
Great,
I have a lot of friends who are loyal.
great, great. So maybe we can double check really quick the exercises to see if we might have a mistake or two, and then continue.
Yes.
What do you think? Or it looks correct? If you think it seems good, you can send it. That's fine. Right? It might have. We might have one mistake.
I was not sure
Yes.
with this.
Oh yes, my parents are energetic people, because they're talking about people, no?
Okay.
Yep.
So it's who. But then everything else. Oh yes, correct. Great job. All right, guys. So let me share this other exercise with you guys. So in this exercise, we're going to see a little bit more, a bigger range of relative pronouns. And let's see if you can recognize them, because it's easy to choose between who and the other, which, not because it's one or another, right? But when we have more options, let's see. Okay. Obviously we are trying to learn and recognize who, that, and maybe which, no? But it's important to see these others. All right. So I'll share this one with you guys, and maybe Daniel, you can help us with this. We just have to choose between one or another.
Okay.
Thank you very much. All right. So what do you think?
This is a street. This is a street where my old school used to be.
There is
A
it.
uniform is a special type of clothing uh, which you wear at the school.
All right. Great.
An illiterate An illiterate person is someone who can't read and write.
Great.
I don't remember the title of the book that you bought yesterday.
All right.
Oh, which year? Which B.
Great.
That's the house. Who owner is my uncle? Whose owner is my uncle?
Great job, guys.
Here's the clever boy who has won the spelling competition.
Very good.
This is a restaurant, which my uncle works as a waiter. Where?
The Italians are people who are famous for their food.
I know a couple. A couple that ring was fun after 30 years. I know a couple. I don't know. I know a couple who ring. I know a couple which ring. Whose ring? I'm not sure with this. I will say whose.
Nice. Whose is possession? So that's correct because it's the rings belong to the couple, no? Great.
Okay.
I didn't like the cooking show, which that yes, the big we watched yesterday.
That
Great.
we watch.
Excellent.
The girl is wearing a white hat. Is a great cook.
All right, guys. So you did a very good job. So let's try to practice before we have another mix of all these pronouns together. This is scramble. All right. So basically here, we're gonna try to put the words in order, right? And try to find how it is formed. Okay. Sorry for the noise. It's raining really bad in Cochabamba right now. Okay. So maybe Larissa, you can help us with this one. And then we will see a longer exercise. So this is just to recognize some relative pronouns. Thank you very much, Larissa. Great. Maybe we can read the sentence. If it doesn't let you, you can go back there. All right. Your microphone is off.
A
Sorry.
notebook is a computer which can be carried around.
Carried around. Great. Your turn, Daniel.
Okay. Uh, uh, I live in a place. I, uh,
I want
Okay. I want to leave a place. I don't, there is not in. I like to be in a place, okay. In a place where there are lots of things to do.
All right.
Mm, I know a girl who plays the piano perfectly.
Very good.
Mm, she found she found uh that pencil. No, the pencil that I gave that I gave her 8 days ago.
So,
Gave her first.
no,
Or gave to her.
uh,
She found the pencil that I gave to her 8 days ago.
Mhm. Great.
my teacher, no,
English.
my English, my English teacher, no, likes, no,
Who
who,
Great.
my English teacher who come, I know who come
came?
to came, no,
No.
Will
Who
be the
came
place
to
name.
play?
came, play,
To play.
Maybe the place.
how to play, no,
What's the place?
Ah, to
to,
Liverpool.
Mhm. For what?
no, it's likes,
Great. That was a long one.
the,
All right. Could you read the sentence, Larissa? Sorry. Let's go back for a sec.
my English teacher who came to Liverpool in 1977
Mhm.
likes to play rugby.
Excellent. Very good. Now it's Daniel's turn, please.
The houses.
The houses.
Yeah.
No.
The rain. No, sorry. The initial in. Oh, let me think. The heavy rain destroyed.
Of July.
The heavy rain. Yeah, could be of July.
Unusual in July.
The heavy rain of July. No. The heavy rain. Yeah. The heavy rain was unusual in July, which destroyed. Oh. The heavy rain. Hmm. Destroyed a lot. No. What's happening?
Let's find
The,
maybe the two ideas. Oh, nice.
the heavy rain, which was usually in July, destroyed a lot of houses.
Great. Take Clarissa. Next.
Einstein. No. Who was born in Germany. He is famous for his theory of relativity.
Great job.
Okay. Ireland. Uh, no. My company. Oh yeah, my mother's company. Mother's company, which is
Which
which is which makes mobile phones moving to Ireland.
Very good, guys. All right. Great job. Thank you very much. I think you did a very good job. Now we're gonna try to make it just a little bit difficult, okay? So now we're going to see maybe a couple new ones. Relative clauses, remember, are used with relative pronouns, which can be any of this list, okay? Whose is an exception, however, it's a mistake that we can try to use it, no? We already seen who, no? People, which, places. Where is related with a location, all right? When with a date, a time. Why, it's showing a consequence of something, right? And whose is possession, all right? So let's see if you guys can try to recognize these relative pronouns and try to choose the correct one in the blank spaces, okay? So maybe Daniel, you can help us with this one. Let's try to work as much as we can. Here we just have to put one of them. In the second part, try to write a sentence using a relative pronouns. Here we always have two ideas. No, we're gonna try to put them together with a relative pronouns. All right, maybe until there. Let's see if we can work a little bit more. Okay, guys? So please, Daniel, help us with that. You have the link on the chat, right? Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, maybe you can start, please.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
I don't know the names of the children whose parents forgot to pick them up from school.
Great. Next.
I had to sell my car, and that's the reason why I take the bus to work now.
Great job, Larissa. Very good.
Don't sit on the chair, which is broken. Here is another one.
Very good.
This is the church where your mother and I got married.
That was the date when I decided to quit my job and set off on my money around the globe.
Mr. Johnson was a teacher who influenced me most as a teenager.
Teacher,
Yes.
what is the meaning of and set off on my
Uh,
journey?
what number? Sorry.
Number 5.
Oh, that was the day when I decided to quit my job. So it's like it's talking about changing a career, right? So they change it. They decided to quit their job and set off on my journey to compromise or maybe organize their new journey around the globe. So that situation helped them to start maybe the second event in their life. That set off, start to, or organize. No, it's a phrasal verb. Set.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Next. Let's try to put both ideas together.
I need a book. It is on the top shelf. The book that I need is on the top shelf.
Great. Can you find any other relative pronoun that we can use instead of which?
Uh, Instead of that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, which
Oh, sorry. I thought you say which, so sorry. All right. Number 2, please.
I met a girl at the party. She's very friendly. The girl who I met
Mm-hmm.
at the
Met.
party, yes, okay. Who I met at the party is very friendly.
Excellent.
Okay, this is the station. Paul lost his suitcase here. This is a station where Paul lost his suitcase.
I don't know the woman. Her son is what? Waving at me?
Waving.
Waving.
Waving. This is waving.
Mm,
Someone goes like this, is waving.
The son is waving at me.
Mhm.
I don't know the woman whose son
Mhm. Great.
Sorry,
mm,
whose son así?
I'm not sure. I don't
Uh,
know the woman whose son or only who.
Yeah, it's
I
correct.
Whose
think
is
that's correct.
okay.
Because it's possession, no?
Yeah.
The son's woman. Mhm. Great.
Okay. 12th December is a very special day for us. We got married that day. 12th is the day when we got no
Mm,
only that. Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you
it's
read
okay.
the whole sentence, please?
12th December is the day when we got married.
Excellent. Number
These
6.
dresses, sorry.
Oh, continue, please.
Okay. These dresses are made by hand. That's why they're so expensive. The reason why they're so expensive, why? Why they're so expensive? They're so expensive. Is that they are made by hand.
Okay.
Great. All right, so maybe we can finish with that last one. We have to choose between one of the options.
I would like to see the film. Um,
Which one is correct?
I would like to see the film which you were talking about.
The woman, the options who lent you the money is very generous.
Okay.
Great.
Susan is very generous. Lent me a large sum of money.
The teacher whose car was stolen last week reported the theft to the police.
The teacher, but pay attention. It's talking
The,
about then a car.
the car, okay, was
Mhm.
This is like a station.
Car was stolen last week. Reported the thief. What is the station? Thief.
thief.
I don't know.
Oh, thief is the robber, the person who
Oh,
took the car, who stole the car.
okay. Thief.
Thief. Mhm. I
Thief.
think there was a
Okay.
game before. Remember, thief something.
No, I
There
can't
was a
remember.
game. No. All right, that's fine. And finally, guys, number 5, please.
The library is the room which
Well,
where he spends most of his free time.
Great. All right. So I'm not sure if you want to finish. The last we have a couple of minutes, but
Yeah, we can
it's up
finish.
to you. All right. It's similar, right? So let's try to put one of the ideas in the blank space.
there are 4 chairs. One of them is red. It is broken. It cannot be used. The red chair not defining.
What do you think?
It's broken.
So what
Mm,
pronoun we can use? Relative pronoun. The red chair is broken, right?
which it's
Great.
broken.
Excellent. Yes, correct. Because we have 2 sentences that are talking about the same, right? It's saying there are 4 chairs. One of them is red, and that one, no, it is broken. It cannot be used. Excellent. Very good, Larissa. Okay, your turn.
Okay, Mr. Arnold has a son. He lives abroad. He's very well off. Mr. Arnold's son, who lives abroad, very well off. Well off is a phrasal verb.
It means like they have a lot of money, no?
Okay.
Alison
Famous.
is a good friend of mine. Her mother is my math teacher. Alison, uh, whose mother
Mm, yes,
whose mother is my math teacher, is a good friend of mine.
great. Very good. Great job. All right, let's send it. Oh, and we have some mistakes over there. Why? Number 6 is why. What do you have? In a second. Sorry, cannot see very good.
Why they are so
The
expensive?
Oh, okay. That could be the answer I have why these dresses are so expensive. But it's correct because they're talking about the same thing, no? The reason why they are so expensive. Just that's correct. Just if we already mentioned the dresses before, no? If we didn't mention before, it's important to mention the subject, no? Why
Oh,
these
yes.
dresses are so expensive, no? If we already mentioned, it's correct, no? Why they are. And then number 1 and number 2, we can either have who or that or which in the first one, or who or that in the second one. Why? Because that it can be used for people and things. However, for people, it's a little bit more informal. We can use that. It's very common to use that, but just in very informal situations. We cannot try to understand the context, no? But if it's very informal, we can also use that. It's very common to use it in conversations, etc. However, I will say to clarify, maybe be more clear. It usually we try to specify, right? So we're going to choose either who or which. However, daddy could be also used, but it's a little bit more informal. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
So, any questions, guys? Anything that wasn't very clear? I'm running today's polls. Give me just 1 second. All right, guys, thank you very much. Please don't forget to schedule your call for tomorrow. And that will be it for today's class.
All right, teacher. See you tomorrow. Thank you
Thank you,
very
guys.
much.
Have a great night. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye-bye. Good
Bye
night.
bye.